Carrion.
And he'll just point over his shoulder where the voice is coming from and cast message. Like, what?
I'll fly down. I'll fly down to him, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just float above the ground because if I'm using my wings, I'm gonna keep flying. Hey, buddy, what's up? How's it going? Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I just thought I'd go, check on the ship.
Yeah. Of course. Did you want to get any food?
Nah, I'm not. I'm really not that hungry, to be honest.
All right. Well, what about what's the Smiles? The living people.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if they'd like to come.
Okay, I'll come with you.
Shit. Okay.
Let's go. So, how are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm glad that the first half of this shit is over and we're one step closer to getting out of here.
And that's what you want to do. You want to leave.
Yep.
What about how do you feel about Mithra?
Big hesitation there. He kind of like stops walking.
How are we going to handle this situation?
I don't know. My whole plan was just kind of kill her or die trying, I guess. Wasn't really thinking that far ahead.
Well, that is not an option.
Yeah.
Death is not an option.
Apparently not. Look, I'm here.
Are you really okay? You seem down. I know that this must be hard.
I'm not too stoked to be here in general.
If we could do anything for this place, what would you have us do?
We're doing it.
We're doing it? Okay. And then once we're done, you want to leave. You don't want to come back.
No. I had wanted to come back. I'd actually talked to Locke about that shortly before we left to try and find. I never thought it would take us here, but to be honest, I thought when we came here it would be empty. I didn't know there was a whole new town. It just... And he kind of turns and looks back at the center of the town. Something about it just feels so wrong. And that's not saying people shouldn't be able to rebuild. It's probably good, but I don't know. I guess I hoped that when I came back here someday, it would be on my terms and that, I don't know, would give me some kind of closure or something. But this isn't my home. This hasn't been my home for a long time, and it just stings knowing that.
Yeah, I can imagine it must be... It must feel so strange. Do you harbor any love for this place anymore? I think it's okay if you don't. You've moved on, and that's okay. But I just wonder if you do.
I don't remember enough. I remember my mother vaguely. I can't remember the color of her eyes or how long her hair was. but I remember her voice and her songs and her stories. I don't remember much about this place, and that's part of why I hate Mithra so much. Is the only home that I really know is that ship. And I would have liked to have a connection to this place. I would have liked to feel something coming back here other than just disgust and a severe desire to turn the other way.
Right.
But
Well, you know that you always have a home with us.
I know. And it's a good feeling having people who care about you. You know, past few years, it's just been me and a bunch of dead people on a boat with a couple people who are alive but don't really say much. So it's nice to have people who disagree with me, and I don't know. I'm still getting used to being alive, I guess. And this was not what I expected, but there are more important things to worry about. You know, I mean, there will be time for me to be sad, but it's not now.
Right. We still have work to do.
Yeah.
Oh, speak of your home.
And you arrive at the ship.
And I will just kind of, go around the ship, checking on people, even though I know that they're fine because they're dead. And when I find Rig, Smiles, Zach, and Jean, I will let them know about the food, and that if they'd like to come along, there will be plenty of food, so they can actually eat some real food other than just what we had left over on the ship, which wasn't the best of food.
Yeah, Smiles is teaching Jean a drinking game.
Oh God, do not play that with him.
Too late.
You will lose. Is Zach there?
He was out on deck.
Zach, how long has he been playing this game?
What?
Okay, that's good. I'll turn back and be like, Smiles.
Yeah.
I told you not to. You can only play this game with me and people who can really handle their liquor. This game fucks people up.
He's fine.
Do you
He's
guys
good.
want food?
Yeah.
They're making pancakes down at the tavern. I don't actually know what they're making. I'm sorry, I said pancakes.
Okay, you're projecting. I don't think Kyrian wants pancakes. I think Michael wants pancakes.
I really do. They're making a big dinner for everyone to, I guess, celebrate the monster being dead down at the inn. So if you guys want some real food, not that Anna doesn't make great food, but more than welcome to come. It's all paid for.
Yeah. You... And he says to Jean, and Jean rolls. See what he says. Oh, Jean is taking it like a champ. Jean, natural 20s, that shit. Jean takes to drinking like a way that would terrify or make them proud.
I think Kyrian feels a massive swell of pride deep in his heart.
Jean stands up and he seems like, definitely not like 100% sober, but he's like, fully functional. Little peppy.
And Kyrian would go and repeat the message to Zach, and also, he's not going to tell him that his son's drunk. And then I imagine I find Rig probably up in the ropes or in the nest.
She is up kind of checking. She's one of the more nimble people on
Mhm,
deck, and
mhm.
so she is up, kind of going around checking knots and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I think he'd just shout to her that there's food, and if she'd like to come get some food, that she's more than welcome to. Or he
She
can
gives
bring her back a plate.
Yeah, she can give you kind of a small smile and like a little nod.
No, I need to know which one.
And then she climbs down. Um, Pretty quickly. She is a fast mover. And goes. Is it safe?
Of course it's safe, right? I mean, if it wasn't, I'd protect you. Nothing's gonna happen.
I know, but you just told us all to stay on the ship because it wasn't safe.
Tonight's an exception.
Okay.
We also believe that we have at least taken down the.
Tonight's an exception. She's safe tonight.
All right, you're safe tonight.
Right. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'd like to get off the ship a little bit.
I figured. Do you need any money for drinks or anything?
I mean, I've got my pay.
Do you need any money for drinks or anything?
I don't have anything to spend the money that I make on because we're on the ship all the time. I'm fine.
Okay. And Kyrian will leave her be, and he'll go fetch a book from his quarters, and then reluctantly come back out because he thinks that Lyric is probably standing waiting.
Yes.
Yeah. He's not getting out of this.
Well, I'll say once you get back, I'll say, hey, do you have everything? Do you think you have everything covered here? You'll be able to get them to the bar. I need to go keep spreading the word.
Well, we're heading back right now. What do you mean?
I mean, like I need to go keep spreading the word around town. So if you can get them to the bar.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Alrighty. And then I will go and I will start looking around.
You do. Where? I don't know where the thing that you messaged me about. Where are you gonna go for that?
Wasn't there like? I might be completely conflating multiple things together, but wasn't there like a woman that we talked to that knew?
That was not here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm conflating. Okay. I will
There is a library at the church.
Yes.
Okay. So Lyric flies back, and then I would say at around that point, your wings last for 10 minutes? 1 minute?
An hour.
1 minute.
No.
An hour.
No, 1 minute. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I was like, that's amazing. It's like, holy
okay, yeah. So, I mean, we'll say you make it back.
It doesn't really matter.
And then you walk. You can fly back. I'll let you make it back to the island. We'll say you didn't pop the wings out until after you got to the ship. But you can fly back to the island. For the most part, you're going to be walking around, but you do get back to the island first, and you can head over to the library. Kyrian is the longest boat ride of your life. You have Rig, who is consistently trying to make herself as small as she possibly can be, even though she's already small. Smiles is very willing to talk to people, and for whatever reason, Jean thinks he's hilarious. Zachary is avoiding eye contact, but occasionally glancing at Jean and smiles and looking mildly confused.
I think Kyrian would just be humming a very old song, just loud enough that he doesn't have to pay a whole lot of attention to them as he rows, because I imagine he's the one rowing the boat.
Well, there are 2 boats, because I believe you are limited to the number of people you can have in a boat. So I would say that probably Zachary is taking care of 1 boat. And then you would be the other boat. Rig will try and be away. Rig is probably in the boat with you, and the other 2 are with Zachary. So they're not moving as fast as, I mean, if you're sticking with them, you're maybe a little bit slower. Zachary's fine. Like, he's strong. He's just not like, yeah. He's strong. It's got nothing to do with strength. It has more to do with, like, he doesn't row on a regular basis. Like, so it's more the functionality of it. You're doing fine.
I don't want to take up too much time, but when they get back to the dock, when we all get back to the dock, I do want to do something. Because I can do this now. I'll tell Rig, just go ahead with them. Zach and Jean know where to go. And I will kind of watch them walk off for a moment, and then I will turn and jump back into the ocean. And I have cold resistance now.
Yep.
So I don't have to worry about getting cold, and I'm going to go back to that shipwreck now that I'm alone.
Sure. You have cold resistance, not cold immunity. So definitely, like, just prolonged exposure to cold water is still going to be a problem, but it's definitely not like an instant problem for you, for sure. Yeah, you can go back to the shipwreck. I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna go to other
all
people,
the time.
and I will come back to you. I will go to, I mean, first of all, I guess anyone back at, so we got Locke helping cook. Coralyn, what you doing?
I guess once he like sneaks out and stuff, she's gonna leave the bar, the tavern, and she wants to go around town and see if there's any animals that just be looking like they're freaking out a little tiny bit.
Okay. I'm gonna say you can roll perception for this because it's the whole town. You're not like searching in nooks and crannies for animals. You're doing a general scan for them. What did you roll?
18.
Okay, I didn't hear that. You, as you are wandering around town, you head kind of away. You head inland, sort of. I guess it's a coast, but you head kind of in the direction of Town Hall, and you're kind of looking around, like in the neighborhood, heading towards Zachary's house. And when you get to like here, do you see me pinging on the map?
Yes.
You hear some distressed horse sounds from over here.
I'll go to them.
Okay. You go in. There are 2 buildings. there is the one on the right. There's horses in both of them. The one, and you see a sign out front that says the Peaceful Pen.
Oh.
You enter the one on the right. There's a huge hole in the ground. There's some broken things. You do see one horse that appears to have just kind of been crushed in the chaos. The rest of them in that building are kind of freaking out, and there is no person around. Like they just look kind of anxious in general. The ones close enough to see the hole maybe are alarmed that a hole has suddenly appeared, but just in general, like they seem confused and restless and just not attended to.
You said there's a horse that's crushed?
Yeah, there's a big hole in the ground, and as a result, parts of the structure have just the inside, like not the actual external walls, but like things have collapsed in that area. And unfortunately, one of the horses in there kind of got caught in the crossfire, as it were.
Oh, she's gotta cast, speak with animals. And as she's going over to the crushed horse, and she wants to check on them, but while she's doing that, she's gonna be like, "All right, everyone,
It's dead."
Oh,
Yeah, it looks like it's been dead for a while. Like there are full on like flies kind of buzzing around near it.
poor thing." Okay.
You can roll, I guess, a medicine or survival to kind of get an idea of like how long it has been since then, but it's very obviously not. Like as you walk up to it, you can see that it's not alive.
Yeah, I only got a 10.
It's hard to tell. I mean, you know enough. Did you roll medicine or survival?
I rolled medicine, but it's a same modifier.
Sure. You know enough about like, dead animals to know that, like bugs have kind of started moving in. It's been a while. It's hard to tell how long because it's mostly just kind of crushed by things.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the horses are not. It's just the one.
Okay. Well, once she's inspected that horse, she'll turn her attention to the other ones and try to calm them down, and get up close if any of them are they like running around like in the area, or they're
They're
like,
all in.
just...
They're in the pens, like they're in.
Okay,
they've
like
been...
their little stalls.
Yeah, and the stalls are all kind of like unkempt at the moment. They're dirty. Did you say did you end up casting Speak with Animals?
Yeah.
So yeah, you hear as you come up. God, I'm so hungry. You guys hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry. You got any food? No. Do you have any food? No. I'm hungry. Are you? Yeah, I'm hungry too. You got any food? No, I don't. I mean, you kind of hear that sort of like just where do you, like, why is nobody here to feed us? They're just general kind of confusion. What's that hole in the ground?
Okay. Oh, okay, everyone, you calm down, get y'all situated, all right? So if they're in their stables, is there like a big like fenced-in area like near here, like their pastures?
Yes, you'd be able to see out the back if you looked around. There's like a area of troughs and stuff like that.
Okay, so she'll go ahead and get the door open to there and then start getting everybody's stables open so they can at least go out into the pasture and get some food. And she'll try to find like hay, or if they have like the alfalfa sprouts, like those are really
Sure.
good for them.
I'm gonna have you roll persuasion
Okay.
because they with advantage because you can actually speak horse.
Speak horse, because that's a natural one.
Corlin, no one else is there, but Corlin's going.
11.
With advantage.
Yeah, but the first roll was a nat 1.
Oof.
Shit, wrong dialect.
That's donkey.
My mule.
We don't all look alike. That's rude. You get him out there. I'm gonna say, you take 9 bludgeoning damage from just like general panic and flailing from the horses.
It's okay.
But you manage to like go. The food is over there. You know, like you get him out eventually. And you don't have to look around. You know, it might take you a while, but like you're able to find. There's food. You find over in these 2 side buildings.
Mm-hmm.
One of them you find is like a little sort of office reception area. And the other one you find a supply of food that you were able to take out to the horses. And there are horses also kind of the same way in this building, but you're able to. There's room. Everyone can get out there.
All right, so it's kind of obvious that with the thing came up in 8, whoever was.
Yeah, you go ahead and roll investigation.
Okay. I'll pick different dice. Fuck you. Hey, okay, that's better. So investigation, 16.
16. Yeah, you find not in the office, actually, in the rubble in the building on the right.
Mhm.
You do find like an old, like kind of haversack kind of a deal with somebody's personal belongings kind of buried in the rubble, and a pair of non-work shoes. Like, you know, you'd travel to work and then change into the I'm gonna walk around horse poop shoes. These are the ones you'd change out of, kind of a deal. So you find enough to kind of get a general idea that there probably was someone, and then nobody knew that the horses were not being taken care of, kind of a deal.
Okay. Well, Portland's gonna use as much time as it takes to get their stables all together and take care of all the horses.
Okay. Yeah, because they're messy. Like they have not in a while.
Yeah.
It's gonna take you a while. You might miss lunch.
That's okay.
Okay.
She's determined now.
Yeah. But yeah, you are able to get the food, and they're out to stretch their legs, and they slowly start to calm down. All right. That's Corlin. You know what Lyric's doing. I know what Kyrian. Locke, what you doing? You're still helping. Anything after you help?
Yeah,
At some point, she's gonna shoo you away. Like she gets the take care.
As soon as much help as he can do there is done, he's going to disguise himself and sneak out to the alchemy shop.
Sneak out to what?
To the alchemy shop. He's gonna go back where they.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Well, like, what are you doing? Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, he changes what he looks like, you know, a couple times as he's weaving through crowds to try and, you know, if anyone's watching him, you know, the face changes, so it's hard to follow him. And then yeah, he's gonna walk out of the place and head over to there, looking like a random person. And once he gets into the shop, he'll close the curtains, cast light on something central on the ceiling to give himself light. And he is going to use the tongues that he got to continue working on his potion of animal speak.
All right. You can do that. Are you also skipping lunch?
Yes. Locke is basically hiding out.
All right. I will have you roll. Was it sleight of hand? How are we doing? Oh, no. At this point, I think we'll have you roll Arcana. Let me see. Because you're making a potion, and you already had started on it.
Yes.
And I think it was sleight of hand plus your professor at this point, or is that what we were doing? Been a while.
I mean, I do have expertise in alchemy supplies.
So it could be sleight of hand plus expertise, or Arcana plus an additional.
We'll do Arcana then.
Okay.
Plus 5. Plus 11. 17.
Okay. And are you keeping track of how many, like,
I am.
where you are points wise?
I am. I am not.
Where are you keeping track of this on your sheet? Because I'm looking at it. Is it on the back?
Back, items, magic items tab.
Okay. So, and have you already added it, or?
No, I'm
No.
doing that right now.
Oh, you're real close. Yeah.
So,
All
I gotta
right.
do some math.
Yeah. You need, I mean, it'd be 92
Thank you.
if you rolled a 17.
Yeah. Thank you.
You feel like, I mean, if you really stuck with it through until bedtime, you could probably finish it. I'd let you
Locke is gonna do that.
roll again. All right. I feel like with that modifier, you even a nat 1.
Yeah, now I get a plus 11, so.
I would say a nat 1 would maybe make it take longer, but you're so close. Yeah.
And I rolled a 14, so.
So yeah, you're fine. You'll just be there for a while. Let's see. Talar, what you doing?
I would have tried to find somewhere I can be of use.
Okay.
If that's like helping in the tavern to repair damage. Actually, I would go around town and assess damage now that we can kind of see.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation. All right.
21.
And your passive investigation is 18, not higher, correct?
Yes.
All right, just checking. I didn't want to jip you.
Passive investigation is 22. No, it's not.
Oh, 27. I have a plus million. Yeah, so you are able to, as you're kind of looking around town, you find, just random holes, like, again, not in this main thoroughfare, like not near all the shops, but just like throughout town, you find some holes. You know for a fact that the Grumpy Tailor had been attacked. The Born and Bred has been attacked. And with that investigation roll, I would say you can tell that it's been more recently because there's not like as much like dust or anything like that. You guys had already found this, but you confirmed that through the fire and the flames. And then you find just some more kind of out in the more residential areas. I think that the greatest, and then you might bump into Corlin, because also, sorry, it was up at the top of the map and I wasn't near it. You would see Corlin, like notice her kind of working up at the Peaceful Pen, and see that there was also damage there. Probably the greatest amount of damage is at the Peaceful Pen. And then, other than that, I mean, they're around. You know, there are holes that need to be filled in. The Peaceful Pen is the greatest damage. Maybe Crash Booms is maybe the second worst. Yeah, you were able to locate those specific buildings have been affected by it. And then none of you are going to eat. This lunch is for everyone but you guys. If you continue to go, I mean, how far out are you going?
I would stick mostly into town, actually. I wouldn't go far out of town.
Sure. So then you also know that the place that you guys had been seeing had been affected. That would be the other place that you're aware of.
Okay.
The house that you guys had been in.
I'm going to put together a list of all the places and make basically like a requisition tally of just like materials needed and things, if I can gauge kind of like precisely what I think I'll need to like help repair everything that I've noticed there's been damage to.
All right. You are able to do that. You will skip lunch.
I was planning on skipping lunch anyway. Talar always skips lunch.
I know, but like you won't be there. Everyone's supposed to be meeting. Like you all know that Lyric asked you to meet.
Oh, then I would definitely go if I was asked to meet there, I would go.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone else is aware of that. But Corlin, you're still sticking with the horses for the time being, correct?
Yes, she will apologize later, but she can't leave them.
This is fine.
Yeah.
And Locke, you're still just brewing.
Yeah, Locke is definitely avoiding the get together.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Lyric. Let me get to the right thing. Anyone who has answered the DM question can, it has a DM inspiration, just so you know. I'm gonna do Lyric's thing, and then we're gonna take a break. I saw your thing. You're gonna be helping fix stuff up. You could do that at the pub, so that is fine. Like you don't have to go wandering. We're not gonna get into that just yet, but I do want to do Lyric's thing because he has been patiently waiting for this for a bit. What am I looking for? Locke, I'm gonna have you roll investigation. Just a second. I'll tell you what it means after you.
Wait, what? Are you talking to me?
No, Locke.
Okay.
Roll investigation. Lyric, I'm getting to you. I'm looking for something, and I am not finding it. Like a dingleberry. What am I looking for? No. 25. All right, I will get back to you with that after we take a break, but I do want to do Lyric's thing first. So I've got Indy and then something for Locke. Second. Afterwards. Man, I can't find the name of this stupid. All right. We'll get back to it. I don't know the name of. Natara. Nope, can't find it. That's fine. I don't remember the name of the man out at the church, at the caretaker, but he's there. And I just can't find it. That's what I was looking for.
Well, if it's any consolation, Lyric also can't remember.
Yeah, well, this guy knows his own name. So he's going to make it real. Oh, it's Lyric, isn't it? I never forget a name. Nice to see you, Lyric.
Hey, man.
Right. So, what can I do for you?
I was hoping to. I don't know if this is something that you might have here, or you could direct me in the in the correct direction. I was hoping to find. Do you have any? You wouldn't happen to have any music, just of the region, local songs or anything like that, would you?
Ooh, I think so. We have a section of sort of historical books, and this place didn't always look like this. There was another place that was here before we built. It was lost, is probably the kindest way to put it. But we do have some historical records and books from that time. And he'll kind of
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
putter over to like this back corner, and kind of start digging through. I'm gonna have you roll investigation with advantage because he is helping you. Like you'll get there eventually. It's just how quickly. Like he'll find it eventually, but
14.
okay. Yeah, so you do find it. It takes a while because it's not like a huge book. It's almost like, I want to say it's like a hymnal, but not like a what a hymnal would look like right now, because like traditionally they would have been much smaller books. Yeah, so it's more that size, and it's hard to find because it's so tiny. But eventually you do find just a small kind of book of songs. They are written in a variety of languages. I would say it's predominantly Elvish. There's some in common. And a few. What, you also speak Celestial? Anything else?
Yes. No. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I have universal
So
speech.
yeah. Well, the book doesn't talk to you.
Hey, it's D&D. You never know.
Hey, guy. It's me, Bookman.
Cookie?
Hello. You look like you're trying to find some music. It's not. Yeah. No.
That would be awesome.
So, but most of it you can read because most of it's in Elvish. A little of it is in, like, a smaller portion of it is in Common, and then a very small percentage of it is in languages that you do not speak. He says, right, we got that now. Did you want to borrow it?
Yes, I would love to borrow it. Yes, please, if that's okay.
Lovely.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. We would ask that you not take it off the island, but for a small fee, I can make a copy of it for you. If you'd like to keep a copy, that'd be great. You just have to give me some time to throw it together.
I think probably what's yeah. No, I'll just borrow this. I think I'll probably just copy down any of the songs that ring true that I want, if that's okay.
Right. You're welcome to. Just so you know,
So.
Oh, that's great. I do have, I mean, if you don't mind me borrowing it, I have an assistant who can do it where neither of us has to put any effort in. And he kind of like pats the empty air next to him. And he says, right, pick up a quill, show him where you are, and you see like a pick up off of a table near you and like so I mean, if that's useful, that's fine. If not, you can borrow it. Not a big deal.
No, I mean, yeah, no. If you want to make a copy of it, hey, that's great. That'd be fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Do you want the whole thing then?
How long does it take?
Well, I mean, he doesn't sleep, or she, they. Never ask their pronouns. Right. Anyways, they don't sleep. I would say, and he kind of flips through the book, kind of judging how many pages there are. We could do maybe 2 days. I think we could get through this for sure. Maybe sooner. I can send it back to you if they get done before then. But for sure, by 2 days, he could be done. They. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's great. I think I'll just I'm just gonna borrow it for right now, if that's okay, and then I'll bring it back and get the copy made, and that way I can take it with me once we do leave. But we're having a meal, sort of a luncheon for the town, given everything that's happened, down at the tavern. You should join. There's plenty of food. It's
Right.
all paid for. We paid for all of it. It's all good. It's all paid for.
You want to know a secret?
Yes.
Come closer.
Yes. Okay.
Closer.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm a rubbish cook. This is great. And he just kind of slips out of the building. All right.
Okay. Yeah, and I want to head back. I'll head back to the bar.
Okay. You probably beat him. He is tiny. So, we're gonna take a break. We'll say a 10-minute break. Give everyone a chance to get snacks or bathroom or both. Yeah, I know whoever I'm talking to about the pond. I didn't make this map. It's not my fault.
I realized that. I was just like, I noticed it only now.
It
And I was
does.
like,
I
wait a
know.
minute, are we on a river? Have I completely just not been paying attention
You guys,
to
this is the gondolas. You guys have been
Yeah.
traveling with gondolas. No, it's funny. I'm gonna say like it's not a pond until it gets like here, right? Like there's a path right up to the edge of the pond, and then it's here. I'll fix it. Freehand.
Also, I was, it was real
Blue.
quick, but I had to AFK at the last couple, like 2 minutes. I missed that conversation, but it sounded juicy. What did I miss?
Oh, Lyric just found a book at the library. See, now it's water. You're welcome.
Nice.
Guys, I'm real good at drawing, just in case you're wondering.
I can tell.
You can tell. All right. Yeah. I mean, if you just missed the thing with Lyric, right? You didn't miss anything with, let's see, Corlin or.
Nope, just Lyric, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So no, don't show off. Whoever that is. If it turns into a penis, I know it's Damien, but
No.
It's not my
it's
map.
right now. It just looks like a blob. This is how I'm not gonna make maps anymore. You guys have to draw your own maps.
No, not again.
Hey, that was really impressive what you did, though.
Yeah.
We're not gonna make you do that again.
No, please no. It takes forever.
You say incarnate? Is that what you're saying right now? Incarnate?
No. I'm just gonna give you blank space. Do you remember before they found you? And like Locke had to map out the whole house.
Map the ladies' mansion, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're taking a break. Quarter after. Be there or be square.
What if I want to be square?
Then don't be there, loser. Be there or be Talar.
All right.
That's a pretty great way to be.
Yeah.
Bears, you shouldn't criticize other people's maps. It's my job.
I've never made a bad map in my life.
Only bad.
You don't know how to place furniture in your houses. You know how that works.
I've never received a single complaint about any of my maps. I
Uh,
am an infallible DM.
I think that's
you-
true. I just think you need a little bit more advisement.
your fung is not shui.
I specifically liked whenever you used your own mouth as part of a boss fight.
All right,
Um,
listen.
that was pretty
And
cool.
your eyes. You have beautiful eyes.
I really like that map. Not the mouth. Was that the one with the mouth? No. But there was the one that you actually straight up made yourself, though. That was like, it was It wasn't the one because we were in complete blackness, and then
It was
there was
the
the
one
one
after-
that had the shape. That was cool.
Yeah.
You
that
did
one
that.
was the one where I didn't know if I was supposed to point that out because my computer always starts with the map completely zoomed out, and I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And at the end, he was
I'm
like,
very-
"Oh, no one noticed the thing."
Very
And I was
much
like, "I
love
noticed the thing."
that map because yeah, I made it not really from scratch, but like as far as like taking assets and just filling a blank space from
It was
scratch, I
awesome.
kind of did that. Similar to the space map from the one shot.
Yeah. That
Oh,
one was
dear.
cool. Oh, that's my favorite one that you've ever made.
I know. I wish I saved it. Back then because I wasn't subscribed to Roll20, so I ran out of space. I had to get rid of it. But that's by far, I think, my favorite map was that Nine Hells map.
Oh, that was sick.
Guys, check out my meme that I posted. I felt really proud of it.
I thought
Which
it was cool.
I haven't been because
In
I've
what
been
chat?
DMing, but I
You
will
post
now.
memes in like
Arius
4 different
meme.
chats.
Oh, in
Arius.
Aria, so we're not even
Yeah, I know.
here. Okay.
Well, the peaceful alternatives of the situation.
You posted.
Oh, yeah, looking at that.
That's horrible.
Oh no, I saw that. I will say I'm impressed with. I mean, you can tell that it was bent, but the shape of the smile that you got out of Bronze is a real mouth shape, and I'm proud of you for that.
I know. I was so proud. I spent way too long on that.
Is it bad that I am more frightened as Luciu? I am far more frightened by Uriel than I ever was of Bronson.
No.
Like
Why?
Bronson did not scare Luciu. Specifically once he realized personally like that basically Luciu was the perfect counter to Bronson almost accidentally. But Luciu is very terrified by someone who has as much or more magical strength than him. That's something he's very intimidated by. So like
Mhm.
Dirsha, for example, kind of freaks Luciu out because he doesn't really know what the limits of her casting abilities are. Yeah. Just spooks him. But like
So
someone
he's
who's going to run at him
prejudiced
with
against
fistful,
magic casters.
he's afraid of them.
I saw
PTSD.
someone posting biblically accurate angels, so I just posted a really cool video.
I like it. Yeah, I like and also hate what Corlin's angel meme is holding. It looks. What is it?
Your mom.
Oh, it's the guy spinning the hot dog.
It is a hot dog?
Yeah.
I didn't even
That's
notice
a-
that it was holding a hot dog.
I like the artwork that I found, but I also funny. Nope, this is my character. It has floating hands. All right.
Also, random fun nerd stuff. I'm getting an airbrush, which I'm super excited about.
Nerd.
Yeah, I'm a loser.
Check out this guy's glizzy spinning skills.
Yeah, that was a weird moment when I realized that they were spinning hot dogs.
Oh, gross. I don't like the word glizzy.
I don't know when that started. I was in Connecticut at the time. but that
Recently.
kinda caught on, and I thought that it was a Connecticut thing, and then I came home and people were saying
It's
it, and I was
not. It's an
no.
everybody thing.
Better than cock, so
Better than
I
what?
really enjoyed Over Hot Dog.
When I
I
was
don't.
out there in Connecticut, I also apparently they say current year. They refuse to adopt my ways, our Midwestern ways, saying current year.
What?
Dear God. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I've never heard that in my entire time living in the Midwest.
I hear it all the time here in Minnesota, where it's like instead of saying like oh racism in 2022, it's like racism in current year.
Oh. I've never heard that, but I also,
It sounds about right.
when I lived in the Midwest, it was like in college housing. And so it was like around people that were not necessarily local, like I was not 100% surrounded by locals.
How depressing would it be to be like a New York kid or like a California kid and then go to college in like Illinois? That'd probably
the
be
good
horrible.
college. But if it's sure. I will
'Cause
say though, I mean,
hate
I
it here,
moved
and
to
I
the middle
lived
of
here.
nowhere in Montana, and I found things to do. It was depressing. I literally went in to one of my coworkers one day and was like, I don't know what to do. Everything's closed. And she's like, oh, and like, so then she just started taking me out to do things because I just didn't know where to look for stuff. So I would say you probably cry to someone who knows what they're doing for you.
I like it.
Yeah, because there was a lot going on, but it was just like one of those things. A lot of things closed. Like when I first moved there, somebody was like, "Yeah, everything." And I was like, "Yeah," and then that was true. Like they weren't joking. They weren't exaggerating. I thought it was hyperbole.
Oh, sure. It's
I
like, oh shit.
was basically on the opposite end of like everybody in Connecticut. It was like went to university in like a mountain town in Connecticut, and it was beautiful. But everybody was always like constantly they're like, oh, we're bored, we want something to do. And I'm like, look at all this like this goddamn serene nature. Like I just loved walking around and like the quiet and the going up and down the mountains and stuff like that. It was amazing.
I always thought
Yeah.
that's so funny how like if you take someone who doesn't live somewhere and take them there, they always find something that everybody who lives there just takes for granted or overlooks. They find good in it, which is cool.
Poplar, Montana doesn't have as much. Like if you go outside, you will be attacked by insects the size of houses.
Moose.
Yeah, it's just there's really not much. There's casinos, little tiny ones, teeny tiny ones. There's no like huge one. Like it really is a small town. There's one grocery store, one convenience store,
Yeah, that's tiny.
3 restaurants, and 2 gas stations, one of which is the convenience store. So yeah, there's really nothing going on there in time. Because I remember one day I was like, okay, time to go get dinner. That was the day that I figured out. It's like, I'm gonna go get dinner, and there was like a restaurant that from where I was staying at that point. And it was closed. And I was like, oh, well, I'm just gonna fucking grocery store. I walked over to the grocery store, also closed. So the convenience store was thankfully open because I was like, what am I gonna do? So I had food, but I was not expecting to have to like microwave a pizza or whatever I ended up doing.
What I'm upset about is I was in the general chat here, I think it was like Friday or something, hyping up the Midwest, and none of my Midwest boys come to back up my side. Guys betrayed me.
I will be completely honest. I enjoy living where I live. It's a small town, and I like that about it. I will probably never defend the Midwest in an actual debate about whether or not it's a good place to be.
Well, you got to move out of Illinois to actually live in the Midwest.
That's probably fair. Where do you live?
Wisconsin.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
But I'm like right on the border of Illinois, so if I could, I would move further away.
You can still smell the disgust.
I really can.
I liked Champaign-Urbana. I enjoyed that area.
That's where my grandparents used to live. It was really nice.
It's like a large college town. So they've got a lot of stuff going on. Like with the arts, there's like a lot of different kinds of concerts and theater. Really good karaoke. I like unfairly good. I used to go after work on Wednesdays. I'd go with my friends who are all musical theater people.
Mm-hmm.
Really sets up unrealistic expectations because all of them are A,
Music
good at
kids.
singing, and B, incredibly comfortable being in front of a crowd. So it's like a genuinely fun thing to watch.
Yeah, they have a good music program.
They do. Also, really good library system up there. And like the libraries will have events. We had, I sadly kind of over her, but we had for the last few Harry and like at midnight we handed out all the books that we had. So I have a picture somewhere of like before midnight I could look at the rows of books that people had purchased through the library, like before they were technically supposed to be handed out to people. Then we had like people could dress in costumes. There was one year that they had an owl, and I love owls. They had an owl down in one of the small rooms in the library, kind of flying around for people to hang out with a handler. We didn't just let an owl loose in the library. There was a caricature artist. The party itself was very fun. I'm over J.K. Rowling, but the event itself was really neat. All right, is everybody back?
Yes.
Corlin.
Yes.
All right, I'm just sound off.
Yep.
Kirian's been talking. Locke.
Yep, I'm back.
Lyric. Yep, Lyric's drunk. Lyric has used the 10 minutes. In a certain way.
Just comes back absolutely shit-faced. What did you drink?
Hey!
All right,
What D&D?
listen. D&D.
I skipped you, Indy. I didn't mean to. I was skipping Fred Boat, and like my eyes went down too far.
What an asshole.
Fred Boat.
Yeah, I am, but not for that reason. Kirian, get it right.
There are many reasons. I don't have to limit myself to just one. I'm more creative than that.
Yeah, but this is not one of them. It were an accident. Okay. So we're going to Indy first. You're helping out. You could help out in the silent song. You could kind of help, like, Lyric prestidigitation to everything, so it's spotless but still, broken. So you could kind of work to, yeah. I will have you roll something.
Mess.
Absolutely. No, he did a good job. Like, he did, honestly, like, one of the hardest things. Like, you got dried blood to go away, and that's something I wish I could do. I mean, not that I need it often, but like stains. It would be nice if you could just,
the
and
amount
stains
of
would be
white,
gone.
with the amount of white that Lyric wears, you know that he's got to be really good at getting stains out of it.
He learned that age 3.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
That's just an awesome racial trait.
Right. Pretty. What's that? Have you guys ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail? And where the peasants are like, you could tell he's nobility. He's clean. Like, I forget what line is.
He hasn't got shit all over him.
Yeah,
That was my line. I actually had that line.
That's hilarious. Did you do spam a lot?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm jealous. That's cool.
Hey guys, I just want to say I didn't randomly pull a reference out of the air this time. It wasn't me.
So, Indy, I'm gonna have you roll. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just strength. You can do athletics if you want to, if you're proficient in it. Just to see, I mean, you're gonna be able to do something, but like, how much, how fast is up to you, kind of a thing.
Okay. Let's see. $17.
Okay. Yeah, so you actually do quite well. Good job, you. I mean, you're not finishing it, but you get it. Thing is kind of like organized in a way. And like, and as you're doing it, she kind of looks back at you, and says, "Thanks. I'll tell you, I've been real clumsy recently, but maybe that kind of explains why. I don't know. Here, taste this. See if it how do you feel about the seasoning? And she'll like give you a spoonful
Okay.
of something like a broth.
Okay. I will take a sip of it.
It's good. It's a little sweet. Yeah. I mean, a little sweet, a little kind of earthy, umami.
Ooh, okay.
A little spicy, but not so much that people who don't like spices freak out.
Did you hear Locke in the background? He goes, "And you die."
Yeah, I didn't. So she, at this point, like, it's been a little bit. She has smoked the meat a little just to kind of, and also just like had at it with like a tenderizer, just to kind of get the juices flowing. And she's not like cooking the whole thing like that. And then she's going to bring it in, having softened it up a little bit. And just stick it in the sauce and put it on like a very low simmer to kind of, again, get the sauce in there, and get it boiling. You're moving stuff around and neatening things up and really kind of making things go faster for her because she's not having to trip or fall or dodge around
Okay, perfect.
stuff. She's adding some onions and green onions and some of the stuff that Locke cut up earlier.
Question.
And
Sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
Is that picture of her with Daisy still on the counter? Out of curiosity.
I mean, you can go look. I would say roll investigation, but you can go look. It's not. You don't see it.
Okay.
You don't need to roll investigation, is what I said. Yeah, I
No
mean, because
problem.
it's either there or it isn't. I mean, you can look around if you want to. Do you want to look around for it? In which case, I will.
No, I just kind of was just curious if it was still there or not, but I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. Yep, it's not up there.
Okay.
But
So
yeah,
you said that I. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So you said I don't finish it, correct? All the patching and everything. I'm just kind of.
No, this is going to take. I mean, it's a big hole, and I would say you don't necessarily have tools available to you at the moment. Talar is not there, is what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha.
Your your personal power tools are not currently with you.
You just
Well,
Talar a tool?
no, but Talar has all the tools. He can do
He's a sexy
the right
tool.
tool for the job.
Oh my god.
Talar is
Okay.
the right tool for the job,
Oh,
is
yes,
what I'm
he
trying to
is.
say.
Can we fix it?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
can.
There you go.
Talar the Builder.
No.
Oh no!
All right,
Wait.
there's your next drawing assignment.
I'm
Yep.
going out with the pain.
Oh no.
Now every time you pull out a tool, you have to name it.
Oh no.
Snoopy's here to help.
Oh no.
Reboot Bob the Builder, and it's terrifying.
The original
What?
one was terrifying.
No, the original one was cute. Hold on, I'm going to.
He has soulless eyes.
No,
We need
no,
to talk
I'm
about-
gonna show you.
Oh,
soulless
this is
eyes.
worse. No,
No,
Look
it's
at this
bad.
man.
Okay.
that
Look
is
at this
worse.
piece of shit.
Oh,
It looks like your uncle at the party who really looks at you a little bit too long while he's
Stop
taking
it.
pictures of you.
Stop it.
Really
I
like
can fix
watching
that for you,
memes
don't
edited.
you
That's
worry.
super cool.
That's worse
I-
than the original Bob the Builder. But
You
the
look a
original
little
Bob the
too
Builder-
warm.
It's
I
worse
think
when
I
he
can fix that.
smiles. Like when you can't see any teeth, it's okay. But when the teeth are there, that's bad.
it's not okay
Also-
for me either way. I don't
Also,
think-
it takes you a good 5 minutes to see the smile on that bulldozer, and it looks like it's from the
Negative inspiration. I take it back. You can't have it anymore.
When you
I
look
hate it.
at it, it's like, he did things to me. and he got away with them.
Uh,
The things he's made me
so,
do.
Indy, that's you. And then the only person I haven't gotten to is Lyric. You're on your way back. Talar, you are kind of working your way back. Locks. No. But what is it good for? Somebody say war. Is that what you have? But what is it good for?
Yeah,
Or
war.
the invest?
Who? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Good for absolutely nothing.
Say it again now.
No, you can't. Okay, neither of them is good. I'm looking. That's not good either. I don't like
But
it.
that's not what the show looked like.
Yeah, that's a person. That's a person
That's
trying
stuck.
to imitate.
I know,
the
but like
claymation.
you can still tell what the
It
face
looks
was.
like
though.
it looks like in that picture that Bob has been on like this is like his third day of like a bender in Vegas.
Yeah, but that's still like yeah, it's not good. I don't.
That the one on the left is very. This makes sense why a kid would enjoy this. The one on the right looks like it's
You
gonna
should be on
scar
the
the
watch
kid
list.
forever.
Yeah, it's just too real.
My name's Bob the Builder, and I've been on the sex offender registry for 15 years. I'm required to tell
I
you
am
this.
legally
how long.
required.
I've
Would you like me to
recently
fix
noticed
your
about games that I play, like character customizations or whatever. If it looks very like realistic game graphics wise, whatever, but if the eyes look too real compared to the rest of the face, it really is terrifying.
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
It's Uncanny Valley.
All right, Locke, as you are kind of digging through your bag, to get all the stuff that you see a folded piece of paper that was not there before.
Gotcha. Alright, I will unfold it, read it, basically. Whatever needs to happen for that. I will take a look.
Okay, and I will show you. You might think that instead of shitting around like an idiot, I would have had this ready to go. But you would be wrong.
Why would you ever do anything but shit around like an idiot? It's like the best thing.
Okay.
Oh,
You
no. Did
fine.
Bob have a wife?
It
No,
wasn't
like-
like his wife, but she was
there.
there.
It was his wife, but they were separated.
all right.
They were work
He
partners.
couldn't fix that.
You find
I think Bob was the other man.
this. Oh, jeez.
I got a meme for that.
Alright,
That
I'm a
was-
slow reader. I have dyslexia. Give me a minute.
You're fine. Is it big enough? Do you need me? I don't know if I can
That's what she said.
make it.
Talar can fix that.
Just give me one
Can
second.
you? Okay, can we move?
Because Indy can read it better than I can, so she's gonna read it to me.
Yeah, anyone can read it because I put it in. Can we move Bob the Builder into the meme channel? I
Yes,
don't like
yes.
that
Yeah,
he's
okay.
there, but uh. Oh no.
Ah.
So. Close. clothes. Don't need that anymore. This thing. We'll say it's around close on 2. And she'll have like other things that were sort of already prepared for people to snack on a little bit prior to that. But like with this large of a meal, it takes her a while to get put together. But right around 2 in the afternoon, there's like a late afternoon something kind of lunch, late lunch. It is beef and some kind of like savory but also earthy like brown sauce. There's like green onions in there, a little bit of red chili, garlic, some kind of, those of you with discerning taste, like some citrus something. And then also just like fresh basil kind of chopped up and thrown on top of it as a garnish. All of this is kind of dumped on plates of rice. There's other things in there, but like those are kind of like the more obvious flavors. And handed out to people. And the way she kind of asks for help from someone, Talar or Indy, like to drag a table kind of up near the door so people can kind of, enter, grab their food, and then like everyone's bringing their own dishes because they are aware of the situation. So like they enter, get their food, and then like go somewhere out of the way as best they can. So the people who do come back to the silent song would be Talar, Indy, Lyric. That's it. Am I right? Right? Everyone else is doing a thing. Kyrian, do you come back?
Yeah,
I'm underwater.
On second thought, I don't go back. Fuck this meal. No.
Just what?
I'm
You're on
underwater.
the water. You were gonna read that book. Oh, you're
was
in the
what?
water. Oh, you're in the boat. We'll get to you in a second. So we'll do that, and then you're next. Sorry.
You're
I thought
gonna
you said
read that
on the
book.
water.
That
You're in
confused
the
the shit
water.
out of me.
Yeah. All right. We'll get to you in a second. So 3 of you.
No rush. Take your time. I'm not too concerned about it.
Lyric, Indy, Talar, here you are. What are you doing?
Yeah, she did.
I'm gonna start playing music for everybody as they eat and just chill out.
I will be
so-
going around asking people how they're doing, just kind of getting some vibes, putting out some good vibes. Principal good vibes.
Okay. You can roll Locke. You roll history. Roll history. It's personal history, but roll history.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You remember her name. She was a woman who attended the Church of Saloon in Motara. You didn't, you may have spoken to her on occasion, you weren't particularly close to her, but you would have remembered she was very pleasant. She was just a pleasant person. She is, as far as you are aware, she's still there, is a pleasant person, kind of very good. She may have volunteered at events and like helped to corral children. She's good at like working with complicated people, essentially. So like, very young children, angry people. She didn't work for the church, but she would help out in situations if there didn't happen to be, like a clergy present. She might step in and kind of help, ease bruised feelings and maybe redirect people to go talk to somebody. Yeah, So she was just a very good kind of voice of reason, I guess, within the congregation. You would know.
Gotcha.
So you remember Orion?
Indy, anything you're doing?
So if I have to take a break from helping clean things up and stuff like that, I'd like to ask Talar for the bestiary book so that I can look through it.
I will give it.
Okay, so you can roll investigation. What are you
And I
looking for
specifically-
specifically?
Anything about hags or anything that would be any similar to any nature like that.
Do you require any assistance in your search?
Well, I think really only one of us can read it at a time, so it's okay if you want to look at it after I'm done. We can.
He can sit next to you.
Nonsense.
He can sit next to you.
Oh, all right.
Just take
Two
off
people
my
can read a
head
book.
and put it right next to you.
He's gonna be like this big guy, like looking over, like from a 3rd-point view down, like 5 feet.
Little spider legs just pop out of Talar's head and hop off of his body.
Oh no.
No.
Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fine. You can look at it with me. I know it's a big book, so I don't expect getting through it in one sit. And you said
I know what I'm looking
investigation?
for. Yep, and you can roll with advantage.
Awesome.
That was a joke, by the way. PSA: don't try to decapitate Talar, please.
Yes.
23.
I'm looking 23. Yeah, you get a good portion of the way through. A lot of the book is focuses on non-humanoid beings. Man, I'm looking for, and it's not in any of the GIFs, I'm looking for the scene from The Thing where that guy's head grows spider legs and starts running around. It's not here. I'm offended that the first result is something from a Fantastic. Those movies were garbage. Oh well, too late. That's fine. I also really hate this last Bob the Builder clip a lot. Yeah, you do find, it'll take you a while, but you do find a section where it's more humanoid looking things, right? Things like red caps, or quicklings, or stuff like that. Less bestial looking things, and you, to Lars' help, are able to kind of start looking through that section. It'll take you a while. You'll get there eventually. But you actually find it pretty quickly as a result of that roll. So
Perfect.
good job. I'm gonna go to Kyrian because I left him hanging. Kyrian, yeah, you swim down. It's chilly, but it's fine. It feels refreshing.
Okay. That's not concerning. I don't really know what I'm looking for, to be honest. I think Kyrian just wanted an excuse. But I'm just gonna, until I start to get that sort of familiar, oh shit, this is getting to be cold, I can start feeling it.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna kind of drift around the ship, looking for anything of interest, and I will cast before or as I enter the ship, we'll say. Want to make sure. Yeah, okay, cool. I will cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And to make sure that I still have that spell.
It is not, double check for me. It's not blocked by wooden walls, correct? It's just a foot of stone or a foot of earth or lead.
3 feet of wood.
3 feet of wood. Okay, so that's fine. Hang on.
I mean, I'm going to be like moving in and out of the ship and above and below the floors. I'm just kind of going
Right,
around the ship, farting around.
It's yeah, but it's also like a very large ship. So I'm just trying to see things I don't know and never thought I would need to know. How thick is the hull of a sailing ship? Lord, this man knows. Oh, okay. Only a inner planking of 3 to 5 inches.
Yeah, most of
and
the
outer
thickness
planking
of the ship comes from the
18
skeleton.
inches. I'm not listening to you because I was reading this thing. Sorry, out loud. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're fine.
Yeah,
I know.
so
I know a
wouldn't-
stupid amount about ships.
Was this because of this character or prior to?
This is the reason that I wanted to play this character. I've been obsessed with
Nice.
pirates and ships since I was like 4.
Oh, so you're like IRL lyric.
Yeah.
I want to be a pilot. All right, yeah, so it's fine.
was
You wouldn't be blocked by anything here because it would not be thick enough to block. Okay. That being said, it's still a large ship, so I will have you roll investigation. Like, you're going to get there eventually, but we'll just see how
Dear
fast you
God.
get to places.
Please don't fuck me. Don't fuck.
Ooh.
I will. Did you actually take away my inspiration from my joke?
No.
Okay.
That's,
okay.
I mean, you guys have to do something. I don't think I would ever do that. I feel like if you did anything bad enough that I would legitimately take your inspiration away, I would instead have a conversation with you about why are you being an asshole.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So that is a total of, I think, 16. Yeah, it's
Okay.
16.
Oh, because yeah.
I'm dumb. And apparently that lends itself to being bad at, unless I can use perception, but I don't think that works like that.
Not for this. No, investigation and perception are not the same thing. So, yeah. You look through. And you find with that check, which is very good. Good job, you. You can tell that this ship was purposefully sunk. You find some things on board. They have been there for a while. So it's like, there's bags of things, but it's just gross mush at this point. And, barrels that are filled with now seawater. Like, it's been there long enough that there's no, like, consumables. And you do find a portion of the side of the ship that is covered with just like gross, like barnacles essentially, and other like sea life that is kind of attached onto the side of it, where you can see that there is like the name of the ship would have been. So you can keep looking around, or you can, stop at this point you could scratch the stuff off if you wanted to, I guess is what I'm saying.
Do I think this would take an exorbitant amount of time, or is this just like a quick pull the sword out, scratch a piece off so I can see the name kind of a deal? I guess I'm asking, how big is this section where the name is? Because I don't really know how big this ship is in my head.
It would take a bit, just because there's stuff kind of growing on there. But then again, you know how to do that. I mean, part of maintaining a ship is making sure that nothing kind of attaches onto the hull in a way that would damage it. And if barnacles attach, they're going to root in, and they're going to, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
I'd like to know.
Do you know how to do it?
I think that'd be cool. So I'll whip the knife out.
Yeah, and you're able to do that. It takes a little bit.
I guess I can make it into a carver to make it a little easier, since I can make it whatever I want.
It is
Whatever.
the name of your old ship when you scratch them off.
I'm going to immediately swim to where Mithra's quarters were
Mm-hmm.
on the old ship
Mm-hmm.
and go inside. Does this look the same? Which I guess is the same place my quarters are now.
It looks, I mean, similar with. It looks similar. There are no things in it. Like, it has been emptied of. So there's like, the bed is still there because the bed is attached to the ship. In fact, like any kind of internal furniture that would just be straight up, like the cabinets or whatever, dresser, whatever you want to call that, right? Like that's there because it's literally attached to the ship. But
And I've got no
like,
pings.
You find you do. We'll say you find you get a ping of enchantment.
From the ship in general or from a single spot?
From a single spot on the ship.
Ah, shit. I was hoping you'd say no. Kyrian can't help himself. I'm gonna swim over to it and try and find what it is.
Sure. You find a dagger.
Am I familiar with this dagger at all? Does this look familiar?
It doesn't not look familiar, just like a dagger.
Oh, smart.
Is there a specific dagger that you think you would be familiar with?
No, I'm just asking because I don't know if we never really talked about if Mithra had like a signature weapon or anything like that or something spooky, and I just wanted to double check if this is something I should know what it is offhand.
Nope. Just get a mild
enchantment. Okay. I will. I really don't want to hold on to this thing. I'm so scared right now. I will kind of tie it to my waist and just real quick do one lap throughout the ship. Specifically, I want to go where I would think something might be hidden, if that makes sense, because I'm assuming this was a ship I was familiar with, and this isn't just some spooky fuck you magic.
Sure.
Just
but
kind
I
of
would
like,
say...
if I get a ping, I'm not really spending a whole lot of time on it.
Sure. I don't know that you would know. Like, I don't know as close as you were. I feel like if she was gonna hide something, she'd tell
Right, I agree.
anybody. So I mean,
That's
you
why
can
I'm
look
just-
around the captain's quarters. You can that knife, which is not in the captain's quarters. It's like different. There's a below deck room. You go up in the cabin's quarters. You don't captain's quarters. I know what I mean. Shut up. You don't know.
Your fan came on, by the way. Your air came on.
I'm gonna leave and come back.
Is anybody else like shitting their pants a little bit, or just me?
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he is genuinely he's so perturbed by all this. He's really just trying to use detect magic to do the work for him. He's kind of swimming in the general radius of where it would hit most of the ship. And if he doesn't get any more pings as he goes throughout the rest of the ship, I think
Yeah, you don't. It appears to have been like everything was either non-magical and thus went back to nature in whatever way it would. And then there's that dagger.
Shit. When you said in the captain's quarters, there was no, there's no desk or anything like that.
Well, it appears to have been emptied out, right?
Okay.
The furniture is still there, but there's nothing. You're not getting a ping.
See how similar we are. Before I leave the ship, I will swim over to the bed. I take a deep breath of that sweet, sweet seawater and look under the bed to see if there's anything under there.
It appears to be gone. Having said that, I mean, the ship is very familiar looking to you.
Okay. Jesus.
And you did find earlier when you guys were underwater, you did find the colors?
Yeah.
I know things.
The flag. Yeah, I'm swimming back up. I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay.
And do I get up without issue? Is that safe to say?
You're fine.
When I get to the dock, I'm going to climb up and I'm going to cast Identify on the dagger. And I'm going to use, just so you're aware, I'm going to use one of my 3rd level spell slots because I don't want to use the other 1st level.
Okay. You get, I mean, it is a +1 dagger. It's just a simple +1 dagger.
It's not cursed or anything spooky.
Nope. And there would have been not tons of magic items on board, but it would not have been unreasonable for there to have been.
Yeah, just that there's only one dagger on the ship doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, it does now that I know what I know about hags, but...
Right. The ship was mostly cleared out, I guess is what I'm saying. So it's possible something was missed.
Yeah, that's not what's fucking with me. What's fucking with me is I'm riding on the Mithra right now. But the Mithra is also at the bottom of the ocean here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not... What the fuck? I don't know what to do. Fuck. Oh, shit. I feel like it's cursed and you're lying to me. He's going to stick it in his backpack for now. Gather up his things that he left on the dock, and he'll head towards
It's still in your hand.
What?
No, I'm joking. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
I was about to lose my shit.
That was the best joke ever.
I identified this specifically for this reason.
Yeah, but if you remember, it didn't work on the sword. No,
That's why
you
I
put
was
it in your
scared.
backpack.
Because I have so much. I don't trust my Identify spell anymore because it says you'll find out if it's cursed, but then things have been cursed and Identify didn't work on them, and I don't know. God,
No, you're fine. It goes in your bag. You put it in your bag.
Fuck this place. I'm gonna get some pancakes.
Just no pancakes.
I'm gonna make some pancakes.
Pancakes.
This sucks.
Yeah, you put it in your bag. Your bag chomps down on your arm.
Fireball.
It's now a bag of devouring. No. That's fine. All right. I mean, this might be a good place to stop. I know it's kind of a half an hour early.
I
will say
one thing.
I was going to ask before we stop. What do my edgelords want to do? Anything else we want to do? I'll have Locke roll again. Also.
Oh.
You see your edgelords?
Oh yeah, they're all sulking in a corner by themselves, not talking to anyone.
21.
All right, you have a potion.
Not
Good job.
Talar.
Yay.
Yeah, well, you're
al-
helping. I know what you're doing.
I was also going to say,
Well,
it
Eric's
takes
literally
me
playing music for
longer.
everybody.
Hang on,
It's
go
edgy
ahead.
Music.
I said it probably takes me longer after to finish the potion, only because I found the letter, and that probably took some time.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Then what else? Lyric roll performance. Oh no. With disadvantage because you just did that. Yeah, you're doing great.
Like how you tell them to do it at disadvantage like it's not minimum 20.
That's not true
Right.
for performance.
It's,
I thought it was all.
it's persuasion
And it's
and deception?
Oh, I thought it was just all your skills. Oh, okay.
Nope.
no,
Imagine,
I thought it was just all the things you
Imagine
had proficiency
having-
for.
no.
geez,
That'd be awesome.
like I'm trying to think of like the ultimate social party. It'd be College of Eloquence Bard, especially if they couldn't be all bards. Like it has to be different classes. It'd be College of Eloquence Bard, and then I always forget, but either like Mastermind, Rogue, because they're kind of like a grifter,
Mm-hmm.
and then like
Warlock.
well no I'm still going with
Yeah, Fey Warlock, yeah.
Fey Warlock.
Fey Warlock, and then also Enchantment Wizard, right?
Yeah.
Because then they'd be able to do, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a party that no one could say they didn't like until after they'd left and they realized what the problem was.
Or the sorcerer with subtle spell.
Oh yeah.
Wow, I really like you all of a sudden, almost as if by magic. Well, it's a good thing I didn't cast a spell.
All right. I kind of give everyone like one more thing.
My mind has
Indy
been
and
fucked.
Talar, you guys can either each roll separately or roll with advantage.
What do you think, Talar? Up to you.
You started this. I'll give you advantage.
Okay.
Was your idea?
Sounds like a plan.
This note has fucked me up. No.
Could I have?
So,
guidance?
anyways,
You can guidance. I'll let you guidance.
Have you used your inspiration?
oh, you know what? I never answered the
You can
question,
have
so I
mine.
don't think.
You can
I'll
have
give her
mine.
my inspiration.
Okay.
There we go. Roll,
Okay, cool. So,
roll again. Yeah.
thank you.
And guidance.
Yeah.
Okay, how much was guidance again?
1d.
D4.
Okay.
That's better. That's more. Also, we, so 18.
Yeah.
That's good. You do find a section on hags. You know that they typically work alone. They really don't like they're, one might call them edgelords. But that when they do work together, it's in groups of 3 most of the time. Very rare exceptions that it would be more than 3, because something about working in a group of 3 would be it creates a more powerful bond and gives them access to magic that they otherwise would not have. They also Let me see. Sorry, give me 1 second here. I gotta find all
No
the
problem.
stuff.
They also really like punk rock and
Okay.
feel like their mom misunderstands them on a regular basis.
You don't know their life. You.
That's like 1 out of 3 people, so probably hits somebody.
The older they get, the more powerful they are. They also are very kind of covetous of magic things, and unlike kind of like the average magic user, they can just straight up, like, if it is a magic thing, they are capable of using it. So acquiring magic items gives them access to things, again, that they would not otherwise have available to them. They list off a variety of types of hags.
With that, I'm definitely going to want to know more, but if you want to message it out later, you're more than welcome to. I'd like to try to see if there are any weaknesses that they say or any type of environment to draw them into that would make them vulnerable.
I mean, don't fight them in their lair. That I can tell you.
Jerry like, gee, really?
That's kind of.
Good thing we haven't made that mistake yet, guys.
Yeah, they list a variety of hags. Each of them have like different things that they enjoy, but the overall general thing is to just like make other people's lives worse in various different ways, whether that be by like making them sad or making them evil or confusing them in ways that like upset them. It just depends on or turning them evil, or yeah, I said that one already.
You could say they're in the business of misery.
Yes.
Paramore reference.
Yeah. They're not against going. They're not against like interacting with people, but some more than others. Depends on the type of hag. And I think of what's this reminds
anything
me of.
about any type of magical items that would.
They sort of a tribal thing where like age is like greater age is greater respect kind of a deal. Only because that person would be more powerful. If that makes any sense. But like all of them want to be the most powerful. They're surprisingly bad at working together, but also it's super effective for them is kind of the idea that you get. What did you just ask? What was the last thing?
Are there any magical items or anything that it leads us to believe would be helpful?
Give me a second here. Most hags are fae creatures. So, the things that you would know about fae creatures, like, I don't know that it's necessarily gonna, like, they would have maybe kind of just a general. Hang on, I'm just trying to be nuts.
Need to make them hate each other.
Like the sort of a general. Oh, that's not what I want at all. Like a general sort of resistance to magic to a certain extent. Similar to like how an elf would, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Give me 1 second here. I don't like this at all. Yeah, I'll post some more information. I don't want to spend too much longer. But they also, like, I don't know that they would necessarily know everything, right? They would just know that most of them, if not all of them, are considered fey creatures. And as a result, they would have similar behaviors to other fey creatures, as well as similar, with the one notable difference being, and this would be in there, I know things, is that the night hag, it's not, I always want to say nightmare, but it's not. The night hag is not a fey creature. It is a fiend. But everybody else is,
okay.
I believe. Resistance to non-magical attacks is what I meant. There we go.
So they have resistance to non-magical attacks.
Yes, that is kind of typical for fey creatures.
Good thing you have ghost punching hands. Megan, before we end, can I ask a really quick clarifying question about what I saw? Just because this is getting real specific to what Kirian would know. It's not crazy for me to assume that for Michael to be thinking there was magical items on this ship and that it's been cleaned out, quote unquote, in the sense of Mithra took that shit with her. Like whatever magical item she had on the boat, if this is really her stuff, she took with her.
I mean, there would be no way of knowing. So if that's what you choose to, I mean, obviously it has been cleaned out of personal items. That's what you can tell.
I guess what I'm asking is more so like, would it make sense that Kirian, I'm trying to think of how to word this. Would Kirian know that there were at least some magical items in use on the ship that Mithra had, whatever, that it's like, well, she at least had one other thing, so the fact that it's not here is weird.
I don't know that young Kirian would have known that necessarily, because he would not have had the ability to sense if an item was magical. She certainly was a powerful person, is what I will say.
I'm just curious if he ever, when they were doing their shitlord killing people and stuff, if he ever saw her just whip a fireball out of her finger. That's dramatic, but or toss a necklace and it exploded into a giant hydra or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't. But there were always stories amongst the crew that she was,
powerful, yeah.
Powerful in ways that you wouldn't necessarily have seen. Yeah.
Okay. So it's not crazy for him to think that might have happened. It's just he doesn't know that for a fact whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way, especially since it's underwater and has been for a while. Yeah. There wouldn't be any way to tell that something wasn't there because
it succumbed to the ocean.
Yeah, there's no tracks or footprints or anything like that.
Gotcha.
I
just wanted to make sure before I have a conversation with the party next session that him saying, I think she might have had magic items and then taken them out.
Yeah.
Wasn't a crazy thing to think. Okay.
I don't think that would be unreasonable to guess.
This fucked my mind so hard. How is the boat there? How is the ship there? Jesus Christ. What does that mean for the ship that I'm on? What does that mean for the ship that I was on for years after she was gone.
I'm just gonna say, as Rissa, I mean, maybe Corlin would say this too, honestly. This whole area just kind of sucks.
Kyrian agrees. Kyrian will instantly be like, yeah, I don't like this
The
place.
false Hydra, the hags, the
Trauma.
boat thing.
So
there's
much
just,
trauma.
there is a lot going on. We just need to take this and push it somewhere else.
Take what you saw here and bury it deep, deep down where you will never go ever again.
Yeah.
I'm
I
so
have an
confused.
idea. Let's leave.
I'm so confused.
Our job is done.
I know that this is the 1000% intentional. I can feel the satisfaction through the mic, but I'm broken. My mind is
I'm sorry.
not coming to a conclusion.
Sorry.
You're not sorry.
But this is the thing that gets me, is that this is the kind of thing that I may never learn the answer to. And that kills me, because I want to know how this is possible. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, theoretically, there are ways of figuring it out through magical means. I guess I would say might take a while, but
The magic part is probably but it's more just the whole Kyrian was still on that boat before it sank for so long after she was gone, and then it sank and rose again as the same boat, at least is what he and I both thought. And now I found the boat, not where it sank, even across the world.
Anything? I think I got everybody's last thing for today. We're gonna start like next week around. We'll say. I mean, we can go. Any of my non-edgelords who want to do something in the afternoon, that's fine. Corlin's not an edgelord. She's helping horses. Corlin, you'd be done around dinner time, so I guess I'll do the time tracker. I'll move it to like 6 p.m. Because that's when Corlin would be available.
Locke is officially paranoid.
Oh, you're paranoid. You're paranoid. I just found the ship I died on at the bottom of the wrong ocean.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the wrong ocean.
Yeah.
The wrong ocean. It's not sank the same way. Something is wrong. Let's not forget that my boat, that is the boat that sank, is also above the boat that sank that is in the wrong ocean.
That was a sentence.
Right.
Yeah.
And
You know how crazy I feel saying that out loud?
do you mean? And what does that mean again? What
It
did you
means
just
that
say?
something is wrong. Something is very wrong.
Megan, do you
Hey,
have like a quick minute to talk about
I
something
have
in the
time.
corner?
I was just,
Ooh.
I was just
complicated.
stopping because it seemed like a good place to stop as far as action was concerned.
Okay.
I don't have to go to work tomorrow because of presidents. Good job, president.
Good job, President.
I don't wanna go to
America.
work.
We did it. This one's for the
I should
teacher,
take
said
the-
Abraham
I should take the
Washington.
day off.
Surprisingly,
What?
the president's
Give
care nothing
Give it
about
up
the
for your boy, James K. Roosevelt. All right, yeah, we
What?
can. That's
Yeah, it's
James.
just a quick question.
James K. Polk and Theodore